community that likes to work hard. Digging, fixing, building, keeping people safe, or just lending a hand. A community that all have one place to come together, where they're spoilt for choice and good service is everything. And although there are stores all over Australia, the owners are as local as they come. Totally Workwear, clothing your hard-working community.
Selected Swift GL or Vitara Turbo this month and you'll receive a free Sunny Life summer pack worth over $750. Go get summer with Suzuki and Sunny Life. See your local Suzuki dealer.
Welcome to, well, it's the brand new Totally Workwear Stadium. My name's John Devine. Joining me is my good friend Gav Payne. Gav, the off-season too long, but we're back, and we're back in a big way.
Always too long, mate, but it's good to have the footy back, a couple of games in, and Tigers with a few mixed results.
Yeah, we're doing this live for a change. We're coming to you, as I said, live from Totally Workwear Stadium. So the Colts competition hasn't started yet. We're going to highlight the Hostplus Cup and obviously the B&D Premiership with some superstars. But let's just quickly talk about the season so far. Round one rubbed out because of rain. Crazy, isn't it? The first time went ever.
Well, I can't ever recall it. I've been down here for a number of years now, and I can't recall that happening. You saw the week before, or the day before actually, with the NRL game there, it was quite bad, but apparently it got worse.
Are they getting soft, Gav? Are they getting soft? Should they have kept playing? What's going on? Was there too much lightning? What was the go?
Mate, I think the Tigers were keen, but Redcliffe, no.
Fair enough, but they're used to the water. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Well, listen, we're going to kick off things with, you'll come back shortly.
Yep.
We're going to kick things off with the B&D Premiership, and first up we've got Jamie Lee Lewis has come over from the Valleys Club, so she's part of the Tigers now, so we'll get Jamie Lee to jump in here. Jamie, how are you?
Good.
That's good. How's it feel being in Tigers colours?
Oh, it's great to be in Tigers colours, and it's such a good to represent this because it's such a good club.
Okay. Last weekend against North, they're the new side in the competition, 16 all, hot conditions. How did you feel that one go?
Yeah, we did actually really well. We prepped ourselves really good, and we did really well, and we just came along. And I missed the penalty kick, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So with North there, obviously you don't know that side, and there's some of your former teammates in that club too. How did you go? Good banter on the field?
It was actually good to play against them because I was actually looking forward to it. But yeah, it was really good to play against them because they're really good players. But it was great to see our team doing really well against them because they are such a good talent team, but they don't have what we have, is the bond and the belief we have.
The trial game against Wynnum Manly, you got really smoked in that one, but you obviously bounced back. That's what trials are all about. So good sides learn from those situations. So you guys did that, and you've put it on the board. You got yourself a draw. Number 6, how'd you go there?
Yeah, I was actually looking forward to. I think I did okay, but because it was my first time to play Barvo, lock is my position, but I think I did okay, so I'm happy to be back in lock though.
All right, now you're up against Tweed this weekend, and we know what Tweed's got. It's called the chiropractor in Ronna Peters. You going to run towards her?
No, that's one thing that we need to avoid.
Well, Tweed are desperate. They've known from 2, so they're going to be coming at you pretty hard. You're going down there to Pigabeen. What's the thoughts from last weekend? What do you want to improve on there?
I think the girls did an amazing job last week, but I think this week we're just going to make sure we push off the line speed and things in defence, but I think we're going to do really well. Don't
give too much weight. Now, what are you doing for training? Goal kicking? Good on you, Jamie Lee. Listen, all the best, and welcome to the Tigers. We'll talk to you again next week.
Yeah,
thanks for that. Cheers. Tayla Eldridge is also part of the B&D Premiership side, and she's slotting in here. Tayla, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
That's good. Hey, listen, how did you go last weekend? Warm conditions. Disappointing result, but you came away with some points.
Some points. That was all right. We couldn't see for the last bit, but that was all right.
Because of the lights?
Yep.
Oh, I was going to say, not concussion.
No, not concussion. Not this time. That's all right.
How was pre-season this time?
It was good. It was pretty hard. Our S&C really stepped it up this year, so feeling relatively good for the games, but yeah, definitely blowing after that one.
I spoke to Jamie Lee about the pre-season. Was there anything different, because you've obviously been in the club for a while, any different to the previous years? Less country music with Vals?
Yeah, less country music. We did probably a bit more like con-based games, so that was helpful to try and think under fatigue. So it was the main difference, a bit more contact in the pre-season, so it has helped going into the season. Yeah,
Devils, as Jamie Lee said, she played against a couple of old teammates. You're up against the Tweed Seagulls this weekend. Desperate side to get a win, and as are you guys. So what did you learn from last week going to put on the park this week?
I think just the more communication in attack. We have a lot of danger players out wide, so if we can spread it early, give them good ball, I think we'll have a good shot.
You're at the back?
No, I'm not.
What?
No. Playing in the halves now.
Are you?
Yeah. So, I took over Jamie's spot.
Well, there you go. So who's fullback? So
our young under-19s Montea, Hudson.
Okay, so she's the one who's got to bark the orders and try and get that back, that defensive line straight.
Yep.
When you say need a little bit more communication, I've never found that a problem in BHB Premiership. There seems to be too much communication.
Too much communication. Has to be good communication.
Yeah, quality communication.
Yep.
So, all right, how are you happy with your form?
Yeah, going
all
well,
right, so
I think.
Have you got a contract yet?
Nope. So not good enough.
So no, come back in. So if anybody wants to sign the NRLW, definitely a signing there. Doesn't want a lot of money, just wants some free food and a couple of Reach vouchers. There you go. Taylor, listen, thanks for your time. And listen, all the best against Tweed. What time is it on and where?
1:40 at Piggabeen.
All right then. A lot of people go down there and never come back.
Queensland time, not New South Wales.
That's right, Queensland time. Just to find the ground, just go past the shallow graves with the blue tarps. You'll find it's all good. Taylor, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
All right. So we'll get Gav Payne back in here as we talk about the BMD Premiership. Gav, Adrian Bowles, both not a great start, but still a long way to go. A draw was pretty good against North.
Yeah.
Star-studded North of that.
Apparently a very good North side. I didn't sort of catch too many names in there just recently, but you know, a draw is the next best thing to a win, but it's not a win. So
it's like kissing your sister, really.
Never done that. I don't have any sisters.
Don't you? That's why. That's why.
You're telling stories out of school now.
Actually, I've got one, but anyway, that's the way we go. Hey, listen, I'm going to let you jump in. Ryley Jackson's going to come and talk to you about, obviously, the game one was wiped out, and they got PNG this weekend. So we'll get Ryley to jump in, and you can have a chat to him.
Cheers, mate. Come on, Mr. Jacks. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm well.
That's good.
Yourself?
Good, very well, thank you. Mate, I'll start with family, of course. So, had a bit to do with your mum and dad in the junior days growing up. How are they going?
Yeah, they're going well, mate. Mum's almost retired. Dad is retired, so he's coming down and watching us train and play as well on the weekend. So, he's loving his footy at the moment.
Yep. Back at the Tigers, you just had a little stint overseas. Tell us about that.
It was an opportunity that popped up last year, and it's something I always wanted to do, go play over in the UK and experience the Rugby League over there and all the fans and get to travel the world as well. So a great experience, but as you said, it's really good to be home back at the club where it started for me, so really enjoying it. Yeah,
mate, over there as well, so you said a bit of touring, so you were able to get around and see a few of the sights of Europe?
Yeah, no, it was good. Paris, hour and a half on a plane, so just to duck over there and see things like that, which me and my wife probably thought we'd never be able to do. So it was good. We had the little one over there as well, little Cooper. So it was good fun. Yeah,
hour and a half in Queensland, mate, doesn't get you very far. You go through one town maybe if you're lucky.
Yeah, exactly.
Season's just started, obviously been through the pre-season and the like. Just tell us about the lead up into those first couple of games.
Oh yeah, pre-season was tough like every club's, and I think we're all excited to get going round one, and then 8 minutes in it got called off, so that was an experience in itself. I've never had that, sitting in the sheds and Churchy coming in and saying the game's cancelled 10 minutes in, so it was quite a weird one. But it was good to get out here on Sunday and finally get a match together as a team, get 80 minutes. And I think now we're really starting to hit our stripes a bit more now, and then we head over to Moresby on Friday, so looking forward to that. Yeah,
Moresby will be a different experience. I'll talk to Matt in a minute about that because he's probably experienced that in a couple of occasions. But we went up there in '98. I was coaching, and it's like it's another world and stuff. So it'll be a great experience for you guys as well. Obviously, they've gone pretty well, and they've sort of toughened up a bit by the look of it. They're always a tough side to play, physically strong. What are you expecting?
Oh, I've been lucky enough to go over there a few times. I think this will be my 4th trip over there. So it's an experience. I think that when the crowd's behind them, it's sort of like you're in a dream. It's extremely hot. It's extremely loud. and the contact's just full on. So it'll hit the boys in the face that first 5-10 minutes. But hopefully Churchy, myself, the boys who have been over there before can warn everyone and get everyone ready for that, and we can just get in the game and get the win. So
keep it a secret, mate. So they don't know.
Maybe just don't tell them.
Don't know what's going to hit them. That's all good. Mate, thanks very much for coming and joining us. All the best for the season. Thank you. Say hello to your family as well, and all the best.
Thank you very
Cheers.
much. Thanks, Penny.
I think I've got Churchy coming in now. Mr. Church.
Gavin.
We go back a fair way, mate, at the Tigers, don't we?
Yeah.
I got a call from you. I can't even remember what year it was, mate, to be honest.
2013.
To come down and help you out
Yep.
in some sort of role with the Colts squad at the time. So
Yep.
From there, mate, you've progressed through your career to now being obviously a cup coach, firstly with PNG and now back here at the Tigers. So how has that all come about, mate?
Yeah, look, I got into coaching. I probably thought I'd be a better better coach than a player. So at the back end of my career, I was sort of bossing people around on the field, and it came a bit more natural to me. So started the journey. Trigger, the old Queensland Cup coach here, got the job here, and I rang him to congratulate him, and about 30 minutes later I had a coaching job. So
Wow.
I thought to myself, I'm going to jump into this and give everything I've got for the next 5 years and see where it takes me.
Yep.
And that journey took me here for 3 years, coaching the Meninga and the Colts, off to the Storm 20s for a couple of years, Storm development, the Falcons for a year as an assistant, and 3 years over in PNG as the Hunters coach. So pretty proud of the journey. I feel like I've worked my backside off to get into this position, and we're pretty lucky to do this, especially watching the construction happening over there, and having spent 20 years in construction, every day I don't have to put a tool belt on, it's a grateful day, and a whistle's a lot lighter than a tool belt.
We'll get onto the PNG game in a minute, but the pre-season, obviously, from talking to Jaxie, was pretty tough, which it obviously needs to be. You've done pre-seasons before. How did you rate this one in comparison? Like, how did the players handle it compared to what you've been previously?
Yeah, look, obviously, being in a full-time environment in PNG, you can push them a little bit harder, and their lifestyles probably dictate that you can go harder at them. So I had to learn a couple of things, and we probably went a little too hard too early, but pulled that back, and overall I think we're probably pretty happy with the pre-season we did. It was more for me, because the guys are full-time workers and part-time players, it was more about how do we build resilience in them. Everyone loves to do army camps and all that sort of stuff, and that's great for full-time footy players, but when they're working, some of the guys like a Bennett Leslie, he might be standing on a roof still 12 hours a day. So getting them in here, and so we tried a few different things in and around that, more so just about just presenting for the next rep, and then LT, our head of performance, he might blow the whistle and say that it's over. So, but they always had to put their number on the line and be ready to go again. And so really, one of the things I guess we identified, especially the last couple of years being an opposing coach, is if you could put it to ease, you could sort of get on top of them. So that's something that we wanted to address. We've now got a great stadium to play out of. We've always had the best field in the comp to play out of, so people like coming here, but we've got to make this a bit of a fortress, and that was part of our messaging through the pre-season.
You talked to me previously about the PNG side and trying to get some youth into that club.
Yep.
Have you got the same philosophy here to a degree?
No, the PNG model is a development pathway for Papua New Guineans, so it's not an NRL side. It's not, in my view, it should be producing talent to the NRL, and I think development should come first, and then results should be second. In this job now, it's about results. There is still a development element, because we obviously, we've got guys here who want to get to the NRL, and we've also got, guys who have sort of trodden that path, like the guy you just spoke to before, and want to give back to their junior club and want success at the club. So there is a development aspect in and around that, and obviously the affiliation, like talking to the Storm yesterday about some of their players, and that's your role as a coach at an affiliate, is to get them ready for NRL. So
mate, so onto this season, a 0-0 draw in the history that I can remember of the Queensland Cup or whatever format it's been in over many years, and then a good first up performance effectively against Wynnum without getting the chocolates. So how did you see those? Well, certainly the second game, not so much the first, obviously.
Yeah. Well, debuts. My Hunters debut was a great result, I guess, when I coached them. But straight after full time, we had to decide whether we were going back to PNG or not, and because of COVID. So I wasn't expecting. I was expecting, I guess, a smoother debut at the club here, and we got 8 minutes into that debut and it changed. So. And then coming up against Wynnum, we always knew that they were going to be strong. Like if you look at their spine, their spine should be able to direct them around and be a top 4 team, in my belief. So we always knew we were going to be up against it. But we put in a strong performance. We were down. They got the jump on us, and we came back, and we were in the contest for the last seconds, and we could have snatched it there at the end. Unfortunately, we didn't. But I think that's just the fact that we sort of didn't have Jaxie or Jonah or any of our starting halves for any of our trials. So I gave the analogy to the boys. It was like we were in our final trial and they were in round 2. That's just how far off. Not far off, but we were just that little bit off in terms of relationships and continuity in a group.
I won't keep you too much longer, mate. Last question. PNG this week, you've obviously got some experience with them from coaching them for the last 3 years. What are you expecting?
Yeah, look, they're always physical and they're harder to beat at home. They've got a 73% win rate in PNG, and I didn't get any of that, I guess, when I was coaching them, being relocated to Australia for the 2 years. But they're always a challenge, and they're a team that thrives off energy and the electricity and the atmosphere of the PNG fans. They get on the back of that. So our job, will hopefully we can get off to a good start and silence that crowd and then build off the back of that. So we're expecting a physical battle, as you always do when you come up against PNG. But I guess having coached a lot of these guys even though we didn't get the first season on for 3 years, I know their habits, and I know things that we can, things that we can exploit. I'm not going to say that before the game. We might talk about that next time after the game. But there are certain things and areas that we can target that I believe that suits how we want to play at the Tigers.
Bit of insider trading, mate, eh?
Yeah, look, you've got to use every advantage as you can, and like we're in round 3 and we haven't had a win yet because we've had one game cancelled and a close loss.
Matt, thanks for talking to us. All the best for the season.
Thanks,
I'm sure
Payne.
we'll be chatting again.
Great to see you, mate.
Thanks, buddy. I'll get my old mate John back in again.
I am, but I'm going to kick you out. We're going to bring Cameron Torpy just quickly. We're going to have a quick chat to him.
Did I talk too much?
We're going to bring Cameron Torpy. we'll bring you back in. Cameron Torpy's going to join us. He's our French import. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah. Good. How are you?
Yeah. Good. Well, you went away for a while. Is that something? Obviously, you need a break, but was it good to get away from footy and the family for a little bit?
Yeah, it was different. I mean, COVID kind of changed everything for everyone. It stopped the travel for a lot of people, and the opportunity came up to go overseas, and I jumped at it.
So, who did you play for over there?
Rugby Tigers.
Tigers again.
Can't escape the Tigers.
Can't escape the Tigers.
Yeah.
So, and mate, what did you learn from that?
Many things. A little bit of the language.
Yep.
Culture was a pretty cool experience, and many mates I made as well. So it was a good experience.
Get a liking for red wine?
Yeah, love the red wine, mate. Bit of in Rouge.
Exactly right. Hey, listen, you're obviously making your way back into the Cup side. Last weekend you played for the BRL feeder club here for the Tigers for Carina, playing with your brother as well. I just got a question. O'Shaughnessy, St Patrick's Day was the day before, mate. Is he a bit dusty when he turned up on Saturday?
Who's that, sorry?
O'Shaughnessy.
O'Shaughnessy.
For St Patrick's Day?
Oh, I don't know, mate. Probably. He's Irish, isn't he?
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Let's try and stay away from.
Yeah.
Hey, like I said, last weekend against Wynnum Manly, a tough outing in that way, but lot to like about the Carina Tigers. They had 5 wins on the trot from last year, and then obviously this weekend they're up against the South Side that are red hot.
Yeah.
You're obviously not sure whether you'll be going to PNG or maybe going over to Carina, but it's going to be tough out for the South Side. We've got a lot of players in the back line that probably could play Cup.
Yeah, that South side is a pretty good side,
Yeah.
and so is that Carina side too.
Yep.
We've got I think 7 or 8 boys coming back from the east. So.
Okay.
But yeah, South is always a strong physical game.
Yep.
They're always big boys, and you got to turn up and be ready to play them.
Mate, can I be serious? I think you're looking fitter than I've ever seen you.
Oh yeah, I'll give credit to LT. He's been making me run too much in the pre-season, so lost a lot of weight and feeling good.
Yeah, looking good, yeah. Any chance you'll join the Australian tour of Magic Mike, mate? I think they're...
Sign me up, I'm ready to go.
There you go. Hey, mate, Cameron, good to see you again, mate. Listen, all the best of the season, and
Thanks,
hopefully
mate.
it's an injury-free one for you, mate.
Cheers.
And yeah, good luck with the Tigers, and maybe we'll see you in PNG, or maybe we'll see you over Leo Williams.
Yep, so it happens, eh?
Good on, mate. Thank you. There you go, Cameron Torpy, playing a bit of footy in France for the Tigers over there, and he's back with the Tigers, so come on, mate. I'm sorry I upset you there before, but hey, listen,
we'll make up.
just talking to Matty Church, that game against Winnemount is 5 tries apiece. There's a penalty kick that the Seagulls took just before half-time. That was the difference in the end, wasn't it? So,
yeah, it was, yeah.
And also they actually, I know Josh Sims was sent off for 10 minutes for the Seagulls, and they'd actually scored twice in that period, which is what you need to do when you're given that advantage. So a lot to like about the Tigers against the Seagulls, who was probably finished in the top 4, and I think that was a pretty good outing for a all-new look side for the Tigers.
Yeah, and a new coach who brings in obviously new ideas and new schemes and that as well, with the way they play, the way they attack, the way they defend, and so forth. So you know, it's encouraging. But you know, again, you need to start to put some early wins together as well. You don't have to be, you know, do a 10 win straight, but you need to start to, you know, probably share the points around as the season goes on in those first half dozen rounds.
I don't envy the Tigers, because I don't know when was the last time a game of rugby league was played in PNG. They are going to come out of the woodwork. They're going to come from all corners of PNG to watch this game, aren't they? It'll be a great experience for the players, but gee, it'll be daunting.
Yeah, it will. I was fortunate enough to go up there as a coach in '98, and it was an experience to be in the country and to play at the stadium. But you know, Matt's got it right. I think, you know, they've really got to play well, start well, take the crowd out of it as much as they can, so that they, you know, that doesn't become a factor. So, you know, if the Tigers can do that, then they're in it with a big show.
A lot of touring sides for the Brisbane Tigers that go up there, they were often asked, is Gavin Payne with them? And when they find out no, they end up on the ground chucking a tandy like aisle 3, and they say, where is he? Why can't he come out? And we all know, because you're not allowed to you haven't got a passport, and your anklet goes off.
Oh mate, this is live and I'm not allowed to swear, but you know what I'm going to tell you, aren't you?
Exactly. I'm going to run after this is done. This weekend, as Melbourne England and Cyril Connell and the under-19 girls are playing Leo Williams on Saturday, as are the BRL side against South. So there's 4 games that the Tigers are involved in at Leo Williams, and then obviously the girls at BMD Premiership 145 down at Pigabeen on Sunday. And the boys obviously going up to PNG to try and get the first win. All right, mate. Good to see you back.
Welcome back, mate. Good job.
Please don't hurt me. All right. We'll see you all next week on for more Tiger Talk.
Purchase any selected Swift GL or Vitara Turbo this month and you'll receive a free Sunny Life Summer Pack worth over $750. Go get summer with Suzuki and Sunny Life. See your local Suzuki dealer.